Yes, it's almost a decade now that our country, Cameroon, has been engulfed in what I can call the most senseless and ignorant war of our time. Yes, the most senseless and ignorant war of our time. A war that has consumed lives, shattered families, destroyed communities, and robbed an entire generation of its future. I just can't help myself asking, how did we get here in the first place? It's difficult for me to really comprehend, if not of ignorant. How come we are where we are today? This is almost a decade. The country has been grounded to a standstill. The supposed territory that we're fighting to separate from Cameroon. Everything has been grounded. Schools are grounded. Businesses are grounded. Now, because everyone is scared to live in the rural communities, farming too is grounded. Now, can we begin to see what a couple of years holds for that territory? Our farmers, our mothers, our fathers, our sisters, our brothers cannot go to their farms, cannot live in the rural areas as they used to live before, because the environment has become so insecure for them to live. How did we get here in the first place? How did we get here in the first place? In a country that prides itself to have a lot of intellect, how did we get here in the first place? Because the future looks so dark for those who can see. The people, the farmers, are gradually leaving their farmlands. They can no longer farm because of the insecurity. How did we get here? Yes, we got here because we said our territory is under colonial occupation by Cameroon. So we need to decolonize the territory by forcing Cameroon out of the territory. That's how we got here. Yes, we said we want to decolonize Ambazonia. Isn't that stupid enough? Like we're trying to decolonize a territory by giving legitimacy still to colonization or colonialism. Ambazonia is a colonial creation. So how do we decolonize it? I can help out. Do we decolonize Ambazonia? By taking Cameroon out of Ambazonia. And the territory still stands as Ambazonia. Now, what is Ambazonia? This is a colonial creation. So, in essence, we have been fighting to decolonize Ambazonia just to give legitimacy to colonization itself. Now, who really created Ambazonia to begin with? And who created Cameroon? How long has these territories existed? How long has Ambazonia existed? And how long has Cameroon been in existence? Because if we can answer these questions with a logical mindset, then we'll begin to start to understand how senseless we have been in our actions all along. That we somehow magically believe that our history should start in 1960 and 1961. You know, in as much as some people will say, the international instruments that demarcated these territories, that gives legitimacy to these territories, all these things are bullshit. My people, it's said if you don't know where you're coming from, definitely you can know where you're heading to. Because as it stands, if we are coming from 1961 and 1960, man, we don't know where we're heading to. Like, our history started in 1961. Come on. Our parents, definitely, they were not Ambazonians. They were not Cameroonians. Colonization brought us all this. And we have been busy, so busy, fighting, killing one another. Like, we're killing ourselves to defend a product of colonialism. We are defending a product that our colonial masters manufactured and left for us. Products that we know very well, they mean no good to us. But these are the products we've been fighting. Killing our brothers, killing ourselves to protect. I feel sad. I don't know how I can put this, but it feels sad. That we are pointing weapons amongst ourselves, killing ourselves. So we are defending a territory, defending an identity that was imposed upon us. And we don't see anything wrong that an identity was forcefully imposed upon us. So if we have anything to fight, it's to be reclaiming our lost identity, not fighting to protect the identity that was imposed upon us. This is what we have been busy all along. It's almost a decade today. We've been busy fighting, killing ourselves, killing our brothers, that we were defending a product of colonialism. Amazonia was never created by our forefathers. They never created it. They never carved that territory. Neither is Cameroon. We all know how these territories came about. These guys created these territories because they were using them. They were exploiting these territories to satisfy their resource need. And today, we have assumed this identity, calling it our identity. Do we wonder why things do not really move? This is the identity now that we carry. How did we get here in the first place? You say you're Francophones, these ones are Anglophones. Yes? Is that our identity? So we don't have any ones that they can call, or how can we even call these people? Yeah, the people in Manu. Can they not be Manu phones? Or Bamaliki phones? Ewondo phones? Where are those identities? The people who do not know where they're coming from, they cannot even achieve anything meaningful in life. We are destined for self-destruction, and we have been doing that gradually. We've plunged our territory into a situation that only God can help us get out of it. Yes, we've done that ourselves, using our own very hands, because of our stupidity. We've plunged our territory into chaos. It's been becoming unlivable. Our rural areas used to be buoyant. These are the areas that are feeding the nation. But today you barely find people living in those areas. All of them, they have migrated to towns and cities. But now, who are those causing them to migrate? What have they done to us? Who did this to us? Are we doing this because we think it's the right thing we're doing? Who did this to us?